principle of Krishna consciousness is described. Now in this shloka, principle is explained. Examples are given in the forthcoming shlokas. A conditioned soul entangled in material contamination is sure to act in the material atmosphere, and yet he has to get out of such an environment. The process by which the conditioned soul can get out of the material atmosphere is Krishna consciousness. So what is the purpose of Krishna consciousness? Is to take us out of this world and take us to the Krishna's world. For example, a patient who is suffering from a disorder of the bowels due to overindulgence in milk products is cured by another milk product, namely curds. The materially absorbed conditioned soul can be cured by Krishna consciousness as set forth here in the Gita. The process is generally known as Yagna, or activities simply meant for the satisfaction of Vishnu or Krishna. So here Yagna means the activities that are meant for the satisfaction of Vishnu is called Yagna. Yeah. The more the activities of material world are performed in Krishna consciousness are for Vishnu only, the more the atmosphere becomes spiritualized by complete absorption. The word Brahma means spiritual. The Lord is spiritual and the rays of his transcendental body are called Brahma Jyotir. His spiritual effulgence, the Brahma Jyotir is his spiritual effulgence. Everything that exists is situated in that Brahma Jyotir, but when the Jyoti is covered by illusion, which is called Maya or sense gratification, it is called material. This material veil can be removed at once by Krishna consciousness. Thus, the offering for the sake of Krishna consciousness, the consuming agent of such an offering or contribution, the process of consumption, the contributor and the results are all combined together Brahman or absolute truth. The absolute truth covered by Maya is called matter. Matter dovetail for the cause of the absolute truth regains its spiritual quality. Krishna consciousness is the process of converting the illusory consciousness into Brahman or the Supreme. When the mind is fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness, it is said to be in samadhi or trance. Anything done in such transcendental consciousness is called yagna or sacrifice for the absolute. In that condition of spiritual consciousness, the contributor, the contribution, the consumption, the performer or the leader of the performance and the result are ultimate gain. Everything becomes one in the absolute, the supreme Brahman. That is the method of Krishna consciousness. So it's very, very wonderful purport. So we will recite these prayers. Hope many of the children would have learnt them. Other people also can follow me. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Gnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Svapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरम्। So we will come back to Brahmaruppanam Brahmahavirbrahmagnau Brahmanahutam Brahmaiva tena gantavyam Brahma karma samadhina. So here it is explained that we are offering into the yagna. Okay, so there are 4 people involved, 4 things are involved. One is a pujari or a priest who is making offering, and the one who is enabling him to offering, the yajamani of the yagna, and yagna dravya. Okay, the dravya, like we offer ghee, you offer some same seeds or wheat or like different things we offer in that. And then the result of the yagna. How many things are there? 4 things are there. Okay, so when something is performed in complete Krishna consciousness, for Krishna, it is done for Krishna. The yajamani is doing for Krishna, the priest is doing for Krishna, the dravya and the whole process and the result, everything becomes spiritual. Okay, so that is called yagna. When it is done only for the satisfaction of Krishna, then it is yagna. If it is done for our own satisfaction, then it will not become yagna. So it is a bit difficult for us to understand, because none of us have grown in the culture of yagnas. These days no one do any yagna. Anybody does only in the marriage, they do 15 minutes and everyone will tell the priest, jaldi 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 karo, jaldi karo. And then once it is over, then fairy, and then nobody thinks seriously about this. But actually yagna is not just a process, but it is a principle. Okay, so there are, if you understand the principles, then you understand varieties of yagnas are there. Okay, like in Bhagavad Gita it's so said, dravya yagna, tapo yagna, swadhyaya yagna, like that variety of yagnas are there. Like we do japa yagna, like that. So what is this yagna? How it is connecting us to Krishna? Fundamentally, all of us are on the material platform. We do all our activities on the materialistic goals. You all agree, isn't it? So because we are in the material consciousness, our activities are all performed on the materialistic platform, right? Now yagna is something which will transcend, it will connect our activities to Krishna. Then it becomes Brahmaruppanam. It is the offering to the Brahma. Brahman means the supreme, absolute, Krishna. So when it is done, when we have proper understanding of Krishna consciousness, the purpose of life is for Krishna. Actually there is nothing to gain from this world, ideally. No matter of what, all of us will have to leave everything here and go, we all know, right? So ideally we don't gain anything, but we have, because of our contamination in the consciousness, material contamination is there, that is called Maya. So that Maya will cover our intelligence and it will make us forget, actually your goal is this, your goal is that, and then you do offerings to various things. Actually all our work is also an activity, and that activity is performed, means offered to something, isn't it? So we engage in the material activities because of that. But here in the Krishna consciousness, we will be doing those activities for Krishna. When we perform the activities for Krishna, everything will become yagna. When the whole life becomes yagna, so the result, everything will become one only, means absolute. Means we also become Brahman. We also become spiritual. This point we should understand. Now, are we spiritual or material? Because we are in a material consciousness, we are material. But if we are in spiritual consciousness, we are all spiritual beings originally. So, I will give you one small example. Is there any dearth of water in this planet Earth? Is there dearth of water? Dearth of water? There is no dearth, right? How much water is there in the ocean? So much is there. So much water is there in ocean. But can we drink that water? No, one glass. No, nobody wants to drink. Why? Because it is salty. When we drink, our thirst is not quenched. Okay? So in this materialistic world also, we put so many endeavors to satisfy ourselves. But can anyone raise their hand that I am fully satisfied? My thirst is quenched. Like that, anyone is there? Those who are endeavoring to satisfy themselves on material platform, on sensual platform. Will there be anyone? They can raise their hands. That I am fully satisfied, Prabhu. Like that. Anyone is there? No, right? Means we are putting so much effort. Maybe some people are old people. They must be putting their efforts from 70, 80 years. But thirst is not quenched. Means they are not satisfied yet. That means, that tells that the result, that water that we are drinking is sea water in this world. It's not the pure water, rain water. It is sea water. So what is the process for converting sea water into rain water? The sun has to come and it has to evaporate water from the sea, and water has to go up and it has to come down. The process is only water should go from the ocean into the cloud, and then the cloud will collect water, it collects water. Immediately it won't rain. Only when the, what do we call in the science, humidity levels or whatever, I don't remember. So when that saturation limit comes, then it will pour the rain and you collect that water and then you feel fully satisfied. So yagna is something like that. You don't try to grab and enjoy, but you offer it to Krishna. Will Krishna keep it with himself? He will not. He is husband of Lakshmi. He has all opulence, he doesn't need. But he takes and he gives it back. But when he gives it back, that is a yagna phal. When you are offering to Krishna, then it is a yagna. Your activity, your studies, your education, your degrees, your money, your pride, prestige, everything, you offer it to Krishna. It's not mine, it's yours, Krishna. Just like ocean offers water to the sky, to the sun. And then sun will form the cloud and then he will pour the water. So Krishna collects all our offerings and then he will give it back to us only. He will not keep it with himself. He will give it back to us. But when we take that, our thirst will be quenched. So when we are offering it to Krishna, our activities will be on Krishna consciousness, on a spiritual platform, on Brahman platform. That activity offered to Krishna is Brahmarpanam. The activity is Brahma Havi here. So like that, everything becomes Brahman. I'll give you another example. Someone has gone for his masters to America. Okay? And father was sending money, he completed his masters and he got a very good job. $10,000 a month is salary. So in India it is 8 lakh rupees, big salary. And then boy thought like, I will have so much money with me. I can, I am a bachelor, how much money I require? Little money, and remaining money I will enjoy. Generally what you will do with the money? Then he may go to a club, or he may do, go visit here and there. He may drink alcohol or party with the friends. But his father said, my dear son, you got nice salary, very good, but you keep 1,000 with you, $9,000 you send back to me. Okay? So then he was an obedient son, so he couldn't, say no to his father. So he was kept on sending $9,000 every month to father. And he was having some pinch. I'm not able to lavishly live my life. Only I'm paying $500 rent, and remaining $500 I'm eating and going to office and coming back. That's all. I don't have anything to do. But being an obedient son, he was sending all the money. And then 5 years passed. He spent a lot of time in America. And then father called him. Now it's enough of your stay in America. You come back to India. I have to get you married. So then son came back, and then all the wedding ceremony, everything went on very well. And after the wedding, he has to again come back to America. And when he was coming, along with his wife, his father gave him a check. So 5 years means 5 into 12 into $9,000. It will be very huge money, right? All that money father gives him back. Now you take this money, maybe you can buy one house or whatever. So you take. Now you are matured enough to use this money. Okay? Now even if you go here and there, your wife is there to protect you. She will, odanda maregi. So now you are in safe hands, you can go to America with this money. Then son asks, why did you take this money actually? Then father says, if that money is there, then you would have been disturbed. On the name of enjoyment, you would have got spoiled. You would have picked up bad habits, and you would have spoiled your life. You imagine if someone gets addicted to the drugs, what will happen to his life? So miserable life becomes. So father was having concern for his son, so he wanted to protect his son. And then he told, give everything to me. Don't give anything with you. So the yagna is also the same thing. You don't do anything for yourself. If you do more, then you will be grabbed in the sense gratification. Sense enjoyment will capture us, and then we enter into the Maya. No spirituality there. So now you are given 24 hours, maybe for your personal time, keep for taking bath and eating some food and cooking some food. You keep that time for you, and remaining time you give it to Krishna. You give everything to Krishna. You may go to office and you may earn some money, so bring that money and then you offer it to Krishna. Offer it to Krishna means don't bring all your money and put it in the hundi. It is all in the mind. You should think that this is an offering to Krishna. So when you buy a house, when you buy a car, when you do anything, this I am doing for the satisfaction of Krishna. This is an art of living actually. Living the life as yagna. And then Krishna takes and then he will give back. When he gives back, means you get 2 lakh rupees your salary. You may use 5,000 rupees or maybe 20,000 rupees as your expenses, and then you think this 1,90,000 rupees is Krishna's money, not my money. If you think your money, then you will enjoy the way you want. But it is Krishna's money, let me use it in Krishna's service. So, and then from that money you take, whenever you buy something, you may go and buy something, some refrigerator. So why do you buy the refrigerator? I have to keep the bhoga to Krishna, I have to maybe I have to prepare something and keep it for Krishna. So for that sake, I need a refrigerator. You may buy a car. Why am I buying the car? I have to go to the temple and then do my prayers and everything, so I require the car. So for Krishna's sake, so every penny that you take from that 1,95,000, 90,000 is Krishna's money. You are using it in the service of Krishna. So that way, when we can live, then all our life becomes yagna. Children also, like when they hear the classes. So this ear is the Yagna Kund for children. What is this ear? Yagna Kund. So you are getting instructions from your gurus. You take it and Guru is putting offerings into your ear. Take it. Means actually we read the scriptures and then the realization is the Yagna Phala. When you hear from the scriptures, you gain the spiritual knowledge. That spiritual knowledge is the Yagna Phala. You get the realization, you get the satisfaction, is a Yagna Phala. So like that, each and every one of our activity, we can dovetail to Krishna, to the service of Krishna. Then what all our activities become? Our activities become what? Yagna. That is, the English word for yagna is sacrifice. Okay, means sacrifice for Krishna. So that way we all can perfect our life. Means we all can become Brahman. Means actually we all can become Brahman means we are now what we think body. We think we are the bodies. हम ये शरीर करके सोचते हैं. But when we realize, then we think we are the soul, we are the spirit soul, spiritual beings, and our eternal relation to Krishna is master and servant. He is the master, we are all his servants. So this realization we all will obtain. So that is the importance of this verse. So but in our practical life, I gave some examples, but many questions will come. How we can convert all our activities as yagna? Many activities will be there, isn't it? So that's why Krishna gives examples in the forthcoming verses. Like some yogis do yagna, apane, juhvati pane, pana pano. So they will offer inhale breath to the exhale breath, and exhale breath to the inhale breath, and that way they offer the breathing process itself. Means they stop breathing. Somebody may offer money, somebody may offer, like variety of yagnas are given. So that way of life, if someone wants to learn more in detail, to adopt this yagnic life, then you must be in touch with Bhagavad Gita, learn from the devotees, read that regularly, understand, ask for more, becoming more inquisitive and learn more in this subject. And that way, gradually, we all become what? Spiritual. Is it making sense? Yagna is making sense? So everybody, even children can practice this yagna. Elders can practice, old people, everyone can practice. Like Mataji's cook food every day, right? So how to make that process, that activity as yagna? How can we make activity of cooking into yagna? Children, you all made some cooking, right? So how did you make that as yagna? By offering it to Krishna. Why do we cook? We cook to make offering to Krishna. Then it becomes yagna. So simple. Thank you very much. So like that, all our activities we can transform, and that is called transcendental activity. You are transcending from material platform to spiritual platform. That's why it's called transcendental. Is making sense? If any of you are having any questions, maybe 1 or 2 minutes. questions? So this way we will have actually Bhagavad Gita class every Sunday here. You can come regularly and then get attached to the Bhagavad Gita and to Radha Madhav. Okay? Hare Krishna. Thank you all very much. Granthra Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Now give us maybe 3-4 minutes. We will make the setup for our prize distribution ceremony. All of you be present. Our Matajis have made nice video of their activities, and children also will do some performance. They will exhibit what they have learnt. So please all of you be here and encourage the children. Okay? Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna.